Hi everybody. We were having a little hard time connecting. This program wasn't allowing me to have a good connection, and then I was thinking the whole time, that's what's the topic of our day today. Like the connections that we had before, the connections of being able to freely see our friends in school, to connect to our friends in shul, and we're all like in a state of wonder. And today, hopefully, we're gonna brain train how to cope better with what's going on. So many people calling me, so many people lonely. So now more than ever, hopefully what we're gonna learn today is gonna help you handle and cope with the isolation, with this new schedule that we have been forced to be under. So I'm glad you're tuning in, and I'm praying that what I'm going to share is going to help you like it has helped me for so many years. I'll tell you a little story, and then I'll help you understand why now more than ever we have to upgrade our commitment to not let what's happening around us snuff out our joy, snuff out our continue emunah and bitachon in Hashem, to continue to have faith and to continue to have trust that whatever's going on is for a really good reason that we just right now can't understand. So the story goes like this. A man, a very royal man. In fact, he might be a prince or a king. And he decides that he's going to marry this woman who is a very sweet and lovable woman. She happens to come from a very poor family. In fact, when he goes to pick her up, he sees that she lives in a hut. And she's like so unbelievably thankful that this prince is so kind, so special, and she's not marrying him because he's a king. She's not marrying him because she's going to live in a palace. She really likes this person's personality from her whole heart. Now imagine like how she feels. Part of her is so excited, but part of her feels like, how can I prove to this person I'm not marrying him for his kingship, for his money, for his royalty. I'm marrying him because he's so dear to me and so special of a person. Years and years go by, and she always feels like she can't prove really her love to him. She doesn't really have to cook. She doesn't have to clean. She has a butler. She has a maid. She has all the things that, at her disposal. And so one day, the person was, this lady was under a really like tough situation. Her husband got sick, and throughout his journey of trying to get better, he just became very poor. All the money was used to try to save the king's life. And the whole time, even though it was very hard for her, she was thinking, well, now that I show him that I'm still with him, now that I'm still daily at the hospital, now I'm bringing food that I cook, now I'm washing his clothes, now I have a chance to show my beloved husband that I all these years loved him, not because of the money, not because of the palace, and not because of his royalty. So in a way, she had in her heart happy feelings that she could prove her love to her husband. So this story is a story of our life. Hashem gives us so much. He gives our eyesight, he gives our hearing, he gives us our ability to speak. He gives us a roof over our head. He gives us our parents. He gives us everything. And then sometimes it seems like, how can we ever thank him, right? Like we stop and think like, okay, so we try to do what we can to please him. But when we have so much good, it's like, how can we? Nothing we could really do. How much mitzvahs we could do, how much charity we could do. But when things aren't going so well, when things aren't so smooth, when we're stuck at home and we can't go out because of some interesting, unfortunate situation like we are now, when we don't maybe feel so well, when we don't have everything going our way, and when we hold tight and try our best not to lose our happiness, not to lose our faith and our trust, at those times, that's when it means so much more to Hashem. That's when it means so much more to you, that you can continue your relationship to God even when you don't have everything going your way. Because then you're really showing Hashem, I love you for you, not for what you give me. Just like this poor woman wanted to prove to her husband, I love you for you. Not because of royalty, not because I have a butler and a maid, not because I'm a royal dynasty. So yes, it could be hard times. Yes, it could be a time of suffering. But at the same time, it's a time to work on yourself, to continue to have this type of faith and trust. And our job in this lifetime is to constantly try our best to lead our life like a song. You know, there's a prayer we say every day, saying, Hallelujah, Hallelujah. I'm going to use my timbrel. I'm going to use my musical instrument. I'm going to use my flute. I'm going to use my harp. I'm going to use all kinds of amazing musical instruments to sing praises to you for all the blessings that you do give to me, God. And so the question is asked, why are there like different types of musical instruments? Why a mention of all these instruments? And why is it that when we say it, we are saying it because maybe we don't know how to play the harp, or maybe we don't know how to play the flute? Like, why should I say that? Maybe I like dancing, so like maybe I'll say with all of my dancing steps, like that's what, or maybe you're an artist, so I'm gonna, with all my pictures, I'm gonna praise you, Hashem. Not everyone can do these types of genius minds that can that know how to do their talent through music. So the reason is because each musical instrument represents like a flavor of a type of experience in life that one may go through. So some musical instruments are like slow and calm, everything's good in life. There's no, boom, 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 like a drum. Like, oh my gosh, my heart is beating. It's so stressful, right? So one type of musical instrument represents the good times. It's easy. Everything's going your way. And yes, you have to praise Hashem for that. And when things are boom, 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 like a drum, and like chaotic and pounding and not so smooth, and then you also have to thank Hashem and be grateful even for that period of time. Because then, like today we said, that's when you can really thank Hashem, because you're thanking Him not for what He gives you. You're grateful for Him that you have a chance to show you can prove your faith and trust in Him and your love for Him. Not because give me, I get, and that's why I love you. No, nothing to do with what you give me, Hashem, because you see now it seems like I'm not getting. And I'm still going to show my faith in you. I'm still going to show how I trust you as my Father in heaven that knows everything and directs everything for my good. So, my dear children, Yes, right now the situation is not like it used to be. But right now we have an opportunity that we wouldn't have, let's say, if life went in a normal way. And I give an example. If I say, take this feather and lift it up. Take this feather, lift it up. I want you to get strong. Because, when you lift things up, you build muscles. You get stronger. It's heavy. It hurts even a little bit. Right? It's like not comfortable. But by doing it, you get strong. So by being in situations that are not so easy, it like forces you to work harder. And yes, it might not feel so good, but like eventually you get stronger from it. And your soul muscles get strong. Your soul powers get strong through the challenge, through the experience. There's a pasuk that says, Hashem will test you to see what's in your heart. The explanation doesn't make sense. What? Hashem will test you to see what's in your heart? He knows what's in your heart. The test is there. Our chachamim, our great Torah giants and sages teach us that to help you see what's in your heart. Because of the experience, you will see, oh, am I weak in my emunah and bitachon? Am I weak in my trust and faith in Hashem? Oh, I have yet to grow here. I have yet to get stronger. Oh, so maybe I need to learn a little more. Maybe I need to pray a little longer. Maybe I need to upgrade because I'm now capable of seeing what's in my heart. Oh, when everything was so fine and dandy and everything was going so well, could you see in your heart that you were lacking that faith? Right? So if you're very annoyed and very angry because of what's going on, or very fearful, it's now giving you a chance to see what's in your heart so that you can work on being more and more in line with your true neshama. So, one day I get a call, and this call is as follows. Hello? Yeah, you write books, right? Yeah. I really would like you to write a book on gratitude and teaching children how to say thank you and being appreciative. Oh, yeah, great idea. At the time I was writing, no kidding, juggling 4 other children's books, or 3 other children's books and 3 other adult books. I'm not kidding. And I'm like, not now. I want you to hang up, please. Don't give me any more ideas because I feel like I want to do it. Well, guess what? That's what happened. But I was like, no. But that day, I was thinking about it. I told her, I don't really sit there thinking how to write books. An idea pops into my head, and because I learned something, and then all of a sudden the ideas come, and I write and I write and I write, for maybe 3 or 4 or 5 hours straight sometimes in the wee hours of the night. And so I explained to her, I don't just, it's not so easy. It's kind of like something that comes from somewhere. It's not like I sit there and brainstorm how to do it. But I thanked her for the idea, and I said, I can pray for it. I'll pray that it comes my way. So because sometimes I pray for things, and then an idea comes. So I did, and that day, actually, I had to go on a trip for 4 or 5 hours to go visit my son at some camp. So all of a sudden, after I prayed, the idea came to my mind. So I'm writing and writing and writing and writing. 5 hours we were on a road trip. And after I said, oh no, what did I do to myself? I have too many books. I don't even have an artist. Anyway, so then it was that Shabbos. And I went to shul. And I was feeling like I am not normal. I have too many projects. What did I get myself into? And I don't know, I was just feeling like I'm not normal. So I went to shul, and the rabbi actually is Dvar Torah. I remember it like to this moment. And the rabbi actually said as follows. He said that Rabbi Steinsaltz, who was the rabbi speaking? Rabbi Simon Jacobson. Yes, now, he said Rabbi Steinsaltz went to the Rebbe and kind of, not complained, but said, I think I'm doing too much. And I think I should do maybe less projects. I'm just very, very, overcommitted and too busy. And the Rebbe's answer to Rabbi Steinsaltz was, not only do I want you to not decrease, I want you to even add another project. And I felt like the Rebbe was talking to me because I was thinking like, this is too many projects to add another project. So then what happened was I had submitted all the other projects. So I kind of did have time. So I called her back and I said, guess what? An idea came to me. And I really thought she was either going to help me write the book or she was going to help sponsor the book. And she said, no, I'm not a writer. I can't help you write. No, I don't know. I can't sponsor. And we hung up and I was just like, oh boy, now it's really on my head to do this. And this is the birth of this book. Okay? The book is called Color My Day the Jewish Way. You won't be able to see it. But this is by Rachel Van. And I was thinking at the time when I don't have another artist, guess what? That week, I happened to give a shiur in Borough Park, and she happened to be in my shiur, and she happened to show me her book that she did. And I loved her pictures, and I loved her work. And I said, are you available to do another book? And the miracle happened. Anyway, just to show you, how things can happen when you can't even think beyond yourself how it's going to happen and how everything's going to work out. Anyway, so the point of this book is Color My Day the Jewish Way. And this teaching came from a idea that I was learning many, many years ago. The idea is as follows. Imagine you wake up in the morning, and a picture of your day is about to be presented to you. Kind of like like Hashem knows everything that's planned for you for the day, right? He does everything for you. He will choose everything for you of your day. But what he doesn't choose for you is your attitude. So the day is like a picture. And it's going to happen the way God decides it's going to happen. But you have a choice. How are you going to live that day? Are you going to live that day happy, annoyed, angry? Because the thing is going to happen. Hashem decided this thing is going to happen. For whatever reason, you need to go through that experience. So your choice is, how do you color your day? So if someone gives you a picture with just the lines, then, right, there's lines. So you have to color it according to what you desire. Because you're going to be co-creator of this picture. They, the other person, gave you the lines. You are going to color it. Now, either you're going to make it like a kind of a sassy picture, very bright and very alive with pinks and light blues and light greens and light colors. Imagine you have a house. And so you're going to make it let's say a garden. You're going to make it sunny in the April time. Or you're going to take that same house and all the, and color it with dark gray, and it's a dark gray day, and it's a dark, right? So one will be alive and just so nice to look at, and the other one is kind of depressing, it's kind of really dark and not so nice looking. So every day when we wake up, when we say Modeh Ani, we realize Hashem is the designer of our day. And that we want to be co-creators. We want to create a masterpiece with Hashem. And our masterpiece is our attitude of gratitude. That's why we say, thank you, Hashem, I have another day. Thank you, Hashem, for whatever you're going to give me today. And thank you for giving me another chance today. And thank you, Hashem, that you're going to give me the strength to color my day with my attitude of gratitude. That whatever it is, I know it's for my best. And for whatever reason, I'm going to go through it. But I'm going to try my best to handle it and not let the unnerving situation unnerve me. And so every day I wake up in the morning with many different themes, because you could change your mind. One day you brain train with this kind of meditation and this image, that there's an image of a picture and you're coloring it in and it's so pretty. And that you're consciously thinking, I'm going to color my day with more gratitude. And thank Hashem for everything. And I'm going to have the ability then to thank people more, like, often, right? You're going to have gratitude for everything around you, not just to Hashem, because you're getting in the habit in the morning. Because right now, in the morning, when you say Modeh Ani, it's kind of like building your whole day. If you wake up rushed and you don't really think about it, then they did this and it made me annoyed and they did that and I'm so upset. But if you start your day with gratitude in this way, and you really, it's like it's building your whole day. Like, imagine you go to an architect and say, build me like a $20 million skyscraper with 20, floors, and I want the best ceilings with the carvings, and I want the best furniture, and I want but you know what? I just don't want you to spend money on the foundation. Can you make the foundation with Play-Doh? The guy's going to say, like, hello? What are you talking about? The foundation is the most important, that will hold up all the furniture, that will hold up everything that you're spending on. Doesn't make sense. So when we every day wake up with gratitude and someone says, did you say Modeh Ani? And then you will say, yes, like never before. Because I want to be co-creator with Hashem to make the day the best day possible. Another way that I start my day with Modeh Ani is it's actually a children's book too, Beautiful Like a Kala. I don't know, maybe you used to see me dancing and I dress up like a Kala, or I dress up like a queen. So one of the dances is Beautiful Like a Kala, that I do women's lectures and children's lectures, and I dress up like a Kala. I wish I could dress up here. But for now, the idea is, it came out that I felt like I want to give this message to children. And the idea is that the things you do make you beautiful like a Kala. So I wake up in the morning, I say Modeh Ani, and I say, thank you, Hashem, that you will give me a chance today to do things that will make me beautiful. And I actually have a doll of a Kala, and it's right above near my bed, and I wake up and I see that, and I see my book next to it, and I see the image of a Kala, because the Kala, right? She's so happy to get her dress, right? She's so happy to be beautiful. So the good deeds we do makes us, like, it dresses up our neshama. It dresses up our soul. It makes us the person that we're meant to be. By these acts of kindness, by doing good things, by doing mitzvot, by learning Torah, by praying. Every commandment of Hashem dresses our neshama like a Kala. So when you wake up in the morning, you feel happy that you have another chance to collect all these amazing mitzvahs, all these amazing opportunities to be nice to people, all these amazing opportunities to thank Hashem throughout the day, because it makes you beautiful. So, the idea is you brain train every morning to be excited about the day ahead, even though it might not be an easy day. even though you're not in school, and even though you're not with your friends, and it's hard, even for adults. I got a call the other day from a grandma. She was crying. She doesn't feel well, not because of the disease, because she's so lonely that she can't see her grandchildren. It's hard even for all the adults, so it's not easy. But hopefully after today, we're going to start more and more brain training. That our neshama is going to have these amazing ideas to fortify it, to make it strong, to make it overcome what we're going through. So, it's about that time. And maybe after a while, we'll maybe have a book story time so that I'll read the books that I have. Why not, right? But I don't really have all my books. Those of you who are at my pouring party, I had a pouring party for children, and all my books that I had, I gave away. And I'm happy I did, because at least they have them now. Better they should have them at their home. And I was going to reorder, but then I have been not being able to solve the problem of reordering my books from my private account. So I'm just might have to order it from Amazon. We'll figure it out anyways. So this is one book that I gave to someone that actually she asked me to hold it, and then I didn't give it back to her, and I didn't realize. So I have to still give it. The Waxshall daughter. Anyways, I have to but I can't give it back to her. It's quarantine, right? But I will. So now get your stuff ready. We're getting our paper. We're going to get some colors, paint. Paint my day today more than every other class. You'll really relate to this. While we're doing it, we'll practice that we are painting our day every day. So, we did a lot today. We have an image maybe of a prince and, someone that looks like, that's coming out of a hut. And you can make a picture of this royal, like king-like figure, and this woman kind of meekly walking out of her house, and she looks very poor. She has patches of holes in her clothes maybe. We can do the image of beautiful like a kala. We could paint a picture of the lines, like a picture of the house or whatever picture you want, and it's just lines, and like you're gonna color it. So you'll have one half of the page, the picture of the house or whatever picture you want, and there's just lines. And then there's the other half of the page, maybe with a line, and then put, co-creator, and then picture it with the beautiful colors that you want to picture it with. Or maybe have you picture with ungratefulness on the one side of the page, and it's dark, and you're painting your day with like, and then the other side with after the line, the same picture, but this is with gratefulness, that you colored your day with the attitude of gratitude. So, yeah. Or you could use your own imagination. What did you learn today that your creative juices will connect the message to your own picture? Like, for instance, okay, so a kala. We talked about when we wake up in the morning and we're happy to do nice things. We're happy to learn. We're happy to learn after we prayed. We're happy to help our mother fix the table. All these happy attitudes toward doing good things, right? Even if you're not so happy doing it, it still makes you beautiful. But if you're happy doing it, it makes you even more beautiful. So you can make one side of the picture like you're doing it, but you're not so happy. But at least you're doing it. And so you see, let's say the dress of a kala. And then you do it with happiness. So then you see, the crown and the veil, of the kala. So it made you even more beautiful because you did that extra deed with the extra joy. Or whatever. Think of your ideas. I gave you more than enough ideas. Okay. So you could jot down the idea. You don't have to do it right now, because now we're going to do the brain training mind movie. Creating maybe your own vision from what you wanted to do on the paper, or maybe you want to do the color my day in the in the picture, and then now in the meditation you want to do a kala. So I'm going to give you some time to do one yourself at the end, but I'm going to just do one now, and later you could choose whatever mind movie you want to do for yourself, that whatever you like better. Because maybe you're a boy, actually, and you don't relate to a beautiful dress. I'm used to mostly working with women and girls, so there might be a boy here listening. So you can do, see yourself as a soldier, because every, good deed you do gives you those badges, and so all of a sudden you look like a high-ranking official in the army. Or maybe you're gonna see a picture of yourself just like a royal king, every time you have an extra gem on the crown because of the deed you did. So boys, you do it the way you want to do it. Okay, so let's take a deep breath now, and we're gonna practice being grateful and starting our day with the attitude of gratitude, even as things around us are not so peaceful, even if around us things are not so easy and way opposite from what we really would have wanted. But again, this is our moment that we can prove our commitment, our trust, and our faith. And it's a time we can look into our heart and see where we can upgrade, where we can improve, where can we get stronger. And so as you close your eyes and you take a deep breath, you say, with every breath you take, you just feel this wave of relaxation. Because as you relax your body, your mind will be relaxed. And when your mind is relaxed, then your brain will be able to better remember and integrate what you've just learned. When your mind is relaxed and you start practicing this new way of being, then you'll be able to implement it. So see yourself lying in the bed, waking up, ready to say, Modeh Ani, thank you Hashem, for another day. And this time, not like yesterday. In fact, this time, like never before, with such an attitude of gratitude. You have a smile. You are beaming with joy that you have another day. You are so appreciative that you will be able to color your day the Jewish way, with gratitude, with thankfulness, with understanding, with hope. See yourself not grumpy that you have to get up, not that all your parents have to force you to get up. See yourself jumping. I'm going to be able to get all the chances today to make myself stronger, to make myself more the person I'm meant to be by everything I do with joy. See yourself really connecting to the truth of how thankful you are for all the blessings. Really connect that you have eyes to see, if you have ears to hear, a mouth to speak. Think of all the blessings that you have a roof over your head. Everything that you have, pay attention to, and don't let yourself take it for granted. Don't let a day go by that when you say your blessings in the morning, you really mean it, because you are paying attention to how thankful you are because of it. And if you can't smile, force your smile. And if it's hard for you to be thankful for the things you have, then pray to Hashem, please help me be more thankful. Please help me see the half glass full and not constantly focusing on the half empty glass. Because it's half full. Okay, it's half empty, but it's half full. And be thankful that you have a half a glass of that juice that you wanted. Okay, it's not a full glass, but pay attention to what's there, not what's missing. Every day. And then, know that Hashem's listening to your prayers. Know that Hashem is gifting you with this opportunity to look into your heart and see where you can reach new heights, where you can get to that better place, for you to keep striving. Even if you seem to, every once in a while, not be able to keep up the pace, even if every once in a while you fall down, you know what they say about a tzaddik? It's not how many times he falls. It's how fast he gets up. That's the terminology for a tzaddik. Someone that realizes they are not an angel and they will fall. They've come to terms with that. They've accepted that they're not perfect. And they know, I'm not going to let it get me depressed. I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm going to get up and I'm going to again try. And again, that's really the terminology of a true tzaddik. Okay, ready to wake up with an attitude of gratitude? Ready to color your day the Jewish way? Okay, my dear neshamas, have a blessing of success in your just trying. And hopefully you will see the fruits of your labor. Hopefully you will see that you are changing. And parents, you can reach out to me. Let me know what's going on. Maybe you have some ideas that we can look into to help our children. Be partners with me. Okay, blessings. And keep shining by smiling. Bye-bye.